FPUC. It goes on top of your PUA and UI. And starting tomorrow, FPUC will start to be paid in some states. California and New York are among the states that are reporting, along with Pennsylvania, that will be paying the $300 a week starting this coming week. So what is FPUC? What does it go on top of? And what is PUA and UI? And how do you apply for PUA and UI? Meantime, if you were unemployed before but are employed now, can you get unemployment benefits for the period in which you are unemployed? In this throwback video, I go over the common questions of those type of situations about PUA, UI, and FPUC. So enjoy this overnight's LALATE video on unemployment and have a great morning. Pandemic unemployment assistance and unemployment assistance heats up as questions arise about Uber and Lyft drivers and restarting the economy. This is a Monday update. Hope you are good and safe and not wobbling all over the place. This is LALATE. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below. And we may feature them in tomorrow's recording about PUA unemployment assistance. Whoa. Really messed up that word. And please hit the bell at the front of this channel so you get alert when a new video goes live. And shortly we'll be answering all 38 questions that you dropped on PUA and UI from Sunday's really well watched video on PUI and UI. We hadn't run one in a few days, thinking you all gotten through the mess, but apparently not. But first, a little bit of news. And I will be getting to shortly of whether there is new twists on Uber and Lyft drivers and unemployment assistance. But let's get to some fascinating details, namely what's going on in the economy today. First of all, the Dow was up 1.7%, S&P climbed 1.2%, and the NASDAQ rose 1.3%, but the new data is really sort of promising. Shares of Delta and United, because LALATE had detailed a few days ago, boy, those airline stocks are down historically year to date. They gained 8 and 14.8% just today alone, based upon optimism that people may start flying again. Cruise operators like Carnival and Norwegian Cruises rose 15 and 19% respectively, but Netflix was down. Meantime, in New York, what is clearly happening is the excitement of reopening is allowing a lot of these companies that have been casualties of COVID to come back and forth, said Sandy Duckelman. It is to be seen. But here is the rub for pandemic unemployment assistance and UI. And I know you're thinking about this, so I want to answer the question. A lot of you applied and did not, and are still waiting for benefits for PUA or UI from the months of March and April. And you may be getting back to work now in the month of June or July. You are still entitled to those benefits for the month of March and April. So don't think that what's happening now in your environment precludes you from getting benefits because of what happened to you months ago. Basically, the way PUA and UI works for Uber and Lyft drivers is if you were impacted from COVID-19 at that time in which you declared back in March or April, those are the times in which you're entitled to benefits. Now, if you're not impacted anymore, you're not entitled to benefits going forward. But if you're sitting here, which I know you are, some of you unfortunately, in June, and you haven't gotten paid from March and April, you don't roll over and die, which some states would love you to do, and say, okay, you're fine in June. Well, no, you still owe me for March and April. So don't let that level of confusion kick in. You are still entitled to benefits if you certified and represented them correctly and true for when you were impacted during COVID-19 months ago, if you haven't still gotten paid for them. So the fact that you are back at work is much of nothing. It doesn't impact your ability to recoup those earnings which you have requested for month of April. So let's get some of your questions. 38 of them on PUA and UI. Wow. Renee, I work 2 jobs. I have an employer and I'm self-employed and I own a flower shop. Oh my goodness, I know this is going to be hard. My flower shop was closed. New York wouldn't let self-employers apply. I'm still working for my employer. I still should have my $600 a week PUA. April 24th, my employer did a temporary layoff. Needless to say, my number one knocked me out of anything for my business. So I'm not sure what the question is. But when you have those multiple levels of income, you have to be very careful. The easiest question is when they're all impacted by COVID-19, then I say, hey, that's an easy analysis. But when you got 3 or 4 jobs and one is not impacted and one is impacted, be very careful. My Life DIY. Regarding PUA, I'm self-employed and I applied to Georgia in the end of March. Okay, Georgia is one of those hot mess states. I sent numerous emails and phone calls. Finally, I left a message. They called me back. By Friday, my account showed approval, and it showed 21 back payments pending tomorrow. If you haven't received your PUA, call DOL. Barbara Fender. Wow. Okay, Georgia viewers, there you go. Kevin Lee, hey, I like going to stay on the TWC here in Texas every day until I get my benefits. Still can't believe I was denied for the wrong reason. Even spoke to a manager. We'll call them tomorrow and tell you what happens. Tell me more. Norma May, who I haven't heard from in ages. Wow. Mitch also sent a picture to spy on you, did he? I didn't see that. Are you spying behind me again? Love all you're doing. I'm still here, haven't gone anywhere, still watching you because you walk. Stay safe and God bless. Well, thank you, Norma May. I mean, I remember doing a live feed in her Redondo Beach, holding a camera and not when I was trip on the sand. And there's Norma jumping in there. So she gave a lot of great details to viewers of this channel on PUA. So thank you. LB Schiff bombshell. That's what he said. This morning I got an email of an SBA link you've been talking about for the past few days. Oh my God. Why is this in my PUA video? I need this in my grant video later. This is, okay, I'm not going to read this. I mean, I'm going to spoil the grant video at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to save it, so you need to tune into the grant video, which I'll drop in the link above. There's the bombshell. Wow, it's the first time anyone has gotten the link. Eileen, I still got no grant. They emailed me yesterday, and they still noted it's going to be sent back to the loan officer, so stay with it, Eileen. Corey Marr, thank you for the great videos, LA. I'm self-employed, and I applied for all the directions for California PUA. I've yet to receive a dime. Awful. Applied first mid-March, then was sent a $0, then applied second time of April, second time sent a blank claim, then sent me a request for identification. That was over a month ago. Now when I call, they have a pre-recorded message saying they're unavailable. I'm trying to file another claim. I don't want to cause a problem. Is that system where it causes more delays? Yes, their phone systems are down. Boy, I don't know what to say. I would go through and click on all the parts of EDD where it talks about the claim, see if the claim is approved. If the claim is approved, it'll say something like you're certified from, you are in the system from April to December. If it doesn't say that, boy, you're going to have to try to get someone on the phone. I know they just don't answer the phone. Next, if it does say that, that's good. Then you need to go into Certify for Benefits and start certifying every respective week that you're impacted. If that doesn't help, drop in the comments below and I answer them tomorrow. Jeannie, in Arizona, you don't need to file UI previous to PUA. My daughter filed her straight to PUA. Thanks, LA. You're so cute and funny and very informative. You're the best. Well, thank you. As we've been detailing, some states require you to apply for UI as an independent contractor to get a denial because you're an independent contractor before applying for PUA. In Florida, they require you apparently to do it twice. But I guess now in Arizona, they don't require you to do that. Great. B&B Millions. Got my portal on the 29th. No, this is an SBA question, a loan question. Eileen, I'm really wondering whether or not I'm going to get the $10,000 and $1,000. As of this week, no one's getting $10,000 for the grant. Nancy, I have the answer about PPP and PUA. My bank refused to give me my PPP unless I showed proof that I'm no longer on PUA. So they withdrew my PPP application. Yes, PPP and PUA conflict. Eileen. Robert Henson, just fierce again. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Robert, for supporting this channel twice. Very, very kind of you for supporting this channel. Lupe Lopez, Creditable, May 24th. Talked to tier 2 rep, said my bank info had been verified. My application was given to a loan officer. How much longer do I get to invite to the portal? Boy, May 24th. That's pretty recent. It should be coming shortly, but I would call SBA. You know, it has been a couple of weeks. I would call SBA. It doesn't hurt. Mimi McSwain, Florida has announced that PUA will be sent out every other week now as of Saturday. Okay, wow. Thank you, Mimi McSwain. Mitch Hickerson, no EIDL grants or PUA. I'm a 330 Vortex. I've emailed Senator Ted Cruz, James Lankford of Oklahoma, and of course the Senator Oregon Merkley. Wow. So tell me, Mike, why your PUA is not working. I want to help you. Drop in the comments. I'll answer tomorrow. Robert Bissell, I'm in Oklahoma. I can't get an answer about unemployment, so they say they can't tell me anything. They don't know. I own a carpet business cleaning. I took a big hit. What can I do? Robert, tell me what the situation is. Have you applied for PUA? Did you get denied? What does it show? Does it show processing? Does it show pending? Does it show claim approved? I mean, this is basically what I'm saying for all of you. When you drop your comments, please tell me what it says. Does it say the claim is approved? Does it say the claim is pending? Does it say you need to click around in the portal to see that? Then check around and see if you certify for benefits on the weekly basis. Mike Hickerson, Oregon's the worst. It is the worst. Still waiting on PUA. Rick Nostro, who supported this channel last night. Thank you, Rich. A hair, the LALATE, looking good LALATE. Well, thank you. How am I doing today? Yesterday was beige. Today is black. That's coming out sort of purplish in the video. Kitty Cookies got $1,000 a month ago. Still wasn't an offer or email. Also got the PPP loan. Should I call them for the EIDL or wait for an email? I mean, you should call the SBA if you're waiting for the EIDL loan and you still not received it. Shanae A, happy Sunday. Thank you, Shanae A. Annette Jackson, LA, you're a lot like me. When you're bad, you're ordinary. When you're good, you're great. I'm just the ordinary part. But humor is the only thing that gets me through these tough days. I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't let depression get me down. Oh no, absolutely not. I'm here to entertain you and inform you. Did I say bitch? Sorry, I meant a-hole. See my bad. Love you, honey. Yes, I mean, people still say my mitch sounds like bitch, but it doesn't. I mean, itch doesn't sound like bitch. But hopefully, actually, there's been no plane in the middle of this video yet, so we're doing good so far. Just saying, that's the name of the screen name. PUA Nevada is a joke. I've heard that as well. You can't even get someone on the phone to help you. It's the same thing in California. Eileen, I'm having all kinds of problems. I can't get a hold of no one. They got me in UI instead of PUA, and I can't fix it. They keep on cutting the phone lines. I'm in Maryland. Eileen, is the U? I mean, I would not. I've said this before for Uber and Lyft drivers. Some states are putting Uber and Lyft drivers in UI when they belong in PUA. But I ultimately say, hey, benefits for PUA and UI are the same calculation. So if they want to miscategorize you, go with it. Who cares? So long as they pay you the benefits. So Eileen, I mean, I would not focus on so much that you're in the wrong categorization if they're paying you benefits. So if you're in UI, is your claim approved? I can't recall. Are you approved in UI? Because if you are, just go in and certify for the weekly benefits. If they want to call the situation an employment situation and not an independent contractor PUA situation, that's their problem. I mean, it's wrong, but it's their problem so long as they pay you the benefits. Sean Lazarus, the numbers that were confirmed are wrong, not 3.3, but 16 per 16 because certain individuals classified wrong. I think he's talking about last Friday's unemployment numbers. So there you go. Pandemic unemployment assistance. Also, please watch our second stimulus check video from today. It's going to have really interesting financial data, which you're going to be wondering about and how it impacts your ability to recoup unemployment benefits. Thanks for staying with me, and as always, stay in LA for more.